Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 5 and we will explain about product assessment development where the member of Group 5 is me, Eni Puji Lestari with ID number 033 and then Nur Hanifah with ID number 041 and then Ayu Irfa Soraya with ID number 133. We will discuss about definition of product assessment, function and objective of product assessment stage, method of assessment and recording of student work, advantage and disadvantage of product assessment, and also example of product assessment. The first is definition. Product assessment is an assessment of student skills in making a particular object product and the quality of the product. Product assessment includes an assessment of students' ability to make technology and art products, such as works of art, items made of wood, ceramics, plastics, and metals. This product assessment does not only look at the final result, but also the manufacturing process. And number 2 is function and objective. The function and objective of product assessment are as follows. 1. Assessment of this model can assess student mastery required before studying the next lesson. Number 2, assess the level of competence that has been mastered by students at the end of each class. And the last is assess of the skills of students who will enter educational institution. And the next material will be explained by Ayu.
Thank you, Eni. The next is product assessment stages. There are 3 stages of product assessment. Number 1, preparation stage. At this stage, students make plans, collect ideas, and then make designs of what product will be made. The teacher gives suggestions to complete the idea or perfect the design. At the end of this stage, the teacher assesses the students' ability to plan, explore, develop idea, and design products. Number 2, product manufacturing stage. At the product manufacturing stage, students select and use materials, tools, and techniques that are in accordance with the designs that have been prepared. In the process of making products, it is possible for students to need help in the form of suggestions from the teacher. At the end of this stage, the teacher assesses the students' ability to select and use materials, tools, and techniques. And the last one is submission stage. This stage includes the assessment of the products produced by students according to the established criteria, while product assessments on certain subjects are used to determine the extent of students' understanding of the material being taught. In this assessment, also carried out 3 stages in assessing the work of students themselves. The first stage, students are invited to understand the material being taught, and from this material, students are asked to look for the problems related to the subject matter. After that, students were asked to look for various references from anywhere according to the material being worked on. And the last, students are asked to present the results of the students' work, and after that, the results of their work are submitted to the teacher to be assessed as a whole. The next is method of assessment and recording of student work. There are several methods that teacher can use to assess and record student work, including the following. Number 1, anecdotal. Anecdotal is a note made by the teacher during observations of students during teaching and learning activities. Number 2, analytic rating scale. Analytic rating is usually used to assess capabilities at the planning or design stage and the final stage. Number 3, holistic rating scale. Holistic rating is used for assessment at the final stage, such as an assessment of the quality of student work and an assessment of students' ability to evaluate their work. And then the next is advantage and disadvantage of product assessment. The first is advantage of product assessment. Number 1, teachers can assess a child's creativity to see students have creativity and competence. Number 2, the competence of each child can really be known objectively. Number 3, students can practice the knowledge gained directly through real experience. Number 4, students can re-examine the truth of the material that has been obtained. Number 5, allows a teacher access to learners' ability to plan, create as well as the ability to produce academic tasks. Number 6, allows a teacher to encourage students to work and complete tasks. Number 7, enabling a teacher in terms of creating problems that can encourage learners to make result work that can hone students' learning and creativity. Next is disadvantage of product assessment. Number one, it takes a lot of time. Number two, not all basic competencies can be material works, especially the abstract one. Number three, the cost of creating a real work is sometimes expensive. Number four, the manufacturing process takes a long time and the physical ability as a support is not the same. Number five, requires foresight from a teacher in assigning assignment to the student. Number six, teachers must be patient and also skilled in briefing students. Number seven, sometimes that happen if the task assigned to the individual student is most likely the workmanship there is interference from the other party. That's all from me. The next material will be explained by Nur Hanifah. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. I will continue the presentation about example of product assessment development. Example of product assessment development. There are some components. The first is subject. Subject is mathematics. For class 11 senior high school, the basic competence is using multiplication, permutation, and combination rules in problem solving. The indicator is establish the rules of multiplication, permutation, and combination. Type of assessment is product assessment. Next slide. There is problem or task to the assignment. Do these tasks in groups. Create a presentation PowerPoint with the following material division. Groups 1 and 2 is multiplication rules. Group 3 and 4 is permutations. Group 5 and 6 is combination. Collect the results on CD. Also include the steps of activities carried out from preparation until the production of a CD. In this slide, we have suspension guidelines or rubric. In this table, there are stage, descriptions, and score. In the first stage, we have preparation, consists work steps and time use. The score of this stage is from 0 up to 2. The second stage is implementation, consists special abilities needed to complete a task such as mastering a computer, or skill using PowerPoint programs. The score for this stage is 0 up to 4. The last stage is reporting. It's about accuracy and completeness of aspects to be assessed, such as PowerPoint results and activity reports. The score of this stage is from 0 up to 4. Then the total score of all the stages is from 0 up to 10. The examples of rubric use. In this table, there are several columns. The first is number, then name of student, then stage. There are preparation, consists of work and time. Implementation consists of mastering the computer and skill at creating PowerPoints. Reporting consists of result and report. Then the last is score. Example in here, student A has score 2 at work and time, score 2 at mastering the computer, score 1 at skill at creating PowerPoints, score 2 at result, and score 1 at report. So the total score of student A is 8. Student B has score 1 at work and time, score 2 at mastering the computer, score 2 at skill at creating PowerPoints, score 2 at result, and score 2 at report. So the total score of student B is 9. We also have note to this scoring. The scoring of each above activities is as follows. First, preparatory activities. Score 2 if the step works and make good use of time. Score 1 does 1 and a score of 0 doesn't do both. Second, implementation activities get a score of 4 if master the computer and are skilled at making PowerPoints. Score of 3 if doing one well. Score of 2 if both done less well, and a score of 1 if not doing according to the specified rubric. The third, reporting activities score 4 if good results, score 3 if sufficient results, score 2 if less good results, and score 1 if do not perform according to the specified rubric. And the last, the number of scores can be transferred to a value with a scale of 0 to 100. Example, score of student A is equal to 8 per 10 times 100, then is equal to 80. Then the last, we have the conclusion of this material. Based on the description above, it can be concluded that product assessment includes an assessment of students' ability to make technology and art products, such as work of art, sculptures, paintings, drawings, items made of wood, ceramics, plastic, and metals. This product assessment doesn't only look at the final result, but also the manufacturing process. There are several stages of product assessment, including the preparation stage, the product manufacturing stage, and the delivery stage. That can use to assess and record student work in product assessment, including anecdotal, analytical assessment scale, and holistic assessment scales. So that's all from our group discussion about product assessment development. Thank you for the attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.